Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, my dear students. Grade 9, second term, scholastic year 2021-2022. In this term, my dear students, we are going to start with Unit 7. The title of the unit is Happiness. Lesson 1 and 2. Students book page 54 and 55. You read. Let's ask, what do you know about happiness? If you know happiness, there are some sources of happiness. Sources of happiness are different from everyone to another. Now let's know the sources of happiness and mention some of them. The first thing or the important thing of happiness is family and friends. If you have a family and friends, these are the main sources of happiness. Also faith and health, a lot of money, traveling and shopping. Now, my dear students, let's open our students book page 54 and look at exercise 1 before we read. Sources of happiness. In order of importance to you, reorder these words and compare them with your partner. We have a lot of sources of happiness, but they different from one to another. Let's see these sources now. Family, friends, money, health, reading, movies, games, traveling, work, art, technology, food, shopping, driving, sports. These are sources of happiness, but they different from one to another. Which one is the important to you? Which of them are the most important to your partner? Let's discuss and see which of them are the most important. Now, my dear students, it's your turn to read your answers. Now, my dear students, look at all these sources of happiness: family, friends, money, food, technology, shopping, driving, health, traveling, work, sports, reading, art, games, movies. All these are sources of happiness, but what are the most important sources for you? I think the most important sources for all people, or the most of people, are family, friends, money, and food. Now, let's start with the new vocabulary of these lessons. Let's introduce the first one. Happiness gives people a strong immune system so they recover from illnesses quickly. Happiness gives people a strong immune system so they recover from illnesses quickly. Now repeat after me. Immune, immune, immune. Spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. Spiritual means affecting the human spirit or soul. Affecting the human spirit or soul. Spiritual life. Material, material, Material. The material things that make life easier can make us happier. Also, material means a type of physical thing, such as money, clothes, etc. Some people feel happy when they see massive fireworks. Some people feel happy when they see massive fireworks. Massive, massive, massive. Very large in size, amount, or number. Massive means very large in size, amount, or number. Depression, depression, depression. A feeling of unhappiness and hopelessness that lasts for a long time. A feeling of unhappiness and hopelessness that lasts for a long time. Being kind, optimistic, and positive are very important qualities of happiness. Being kind, optimistic, and positive are very important qualities of happiness. Quality, quality, quality. A characteristic or a feature of someone or something. Quality means a characteristic or a feature of someone or something. Now, my dear students, let's hear our new vocabulary again. Repeat after me and try to repeat them correctly. Now, my dear students, let's listen to our new vocabulary again. Spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. Material, material, material. Massive, massive, massive. Depression, depression, depression. Quality, quality, quality. Immune, immune, immune. Now let's move to our students' book, page 54, and read our text about happiness. Let's start reading. The text here is about a persuasive reading. Now it's the time of reading. Read the text about happiness and answer the given questions. Take your time, read, try to understand, then try to find the answer of the questions. After we have read, now we should check our answers. Now, look at your book, page 55, exercise number 2, comprehension questions. Number 1, happiness is linked to health. Explain. Yes, experiments prove that happiness gives all people a strong immune system. If we are happy, that helps people to have a strong immune system and they recover from surgery more quickly. Number 2, what does the underlined word despite in paragraph 2 mean? What does the underlined word despite in paragraph 2 mean? Look at these short paragraphs. Try to read The World Database of Happiness has found that people in the West have not got happier in the past 50 years, despite massive improvements in their standards of living. Now, try to say, what does the word despite mean? Yes, it means in spite of, regardless of. In spite of, regardless of. Number 3, find the opposite of the word small in the text. After we have read, now we need to find the opposite of the word small in the text. Yes, massive. Massive means big, but small means little. So massive is the opposite of small. Number 4, the text uses 4 different sources of information to persuade readers write them down. Did you know that happiness is good for your health? Experiments prove that it gives you a strong immune system. You don't need to have a lot of money to be happy. The World Database of Happiness has found that people in the West have not got happier in the past 50 years. Number 5, how does being happy affect society positively? How does being happy affect society positively? If we feel happy, we also become more sociable and helpful to others. This also means we contribute more to the community. Now it's the time of reading. Let's read the text and check our answers and understanding to our lesson today. The question is, what is the purpose of the text? Or what is the purpose of the writer? The writer wants to persuade people that the sources of happiness are different from one to another. Not only money, family, and friends, but there are also a lot of sources that makes you happy all time. Now let's move to the second part of new vocabulary. Lesson 2, exercise number 3, students book page 55. In this exercise we have some new vocabulary. We are going to introduce them. To avoid confusion, you should think positively. To avoid confusion, you should think positively. Confusion, confusion, confusion. A situation in which people do not understand what is happening, what they should do, or who someone or something is. Anxiety is having too much fear and worry. Anxiety is having too much fear and worry. Stop negative thoughts and you won't be anxious. Stop negative thoughts and you won't be anxious. Anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. Something that causes a feeling of fear and worry. Something that causes a feeling of fear and worry. How would you feel if you made something wrong? If I made something wrong, I'd regret, regret, regret. To feel sad or disappointed about something is sad or wrong. Now let's revise our new vocabulary again. Confusion, confusion, confusion. Anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. Regret, regret, regret. It's the turn of our student's book. On page 55, exercise number 3, vocabulary. In groups, organize the following words in the correct columns. We have some words, and we have positive thoughts, negative thoughts. So we should read the words, then put every word with the suitable column. In this exercise, my dear students, exercise number 3, students book, page 55, vocabulary. In groups, organize the following words in the correct columns. The words are fear, worry, excitement, failure, happiness, hope, sadness, success, clarity, loneliness, friendship, loss, confusion, anger, anxiety, apple, goodness, unpleasant, calm, thankful, regret. We have two columns, positive thoughts and negative thoughts. We should understand the meaning of each word and put it the right column. Now read, think, take your time and find the correct answer. Now let's check your answers. Now the words, which means positive thoughts, are excitement, able, happiness, success, friendship, godness, clarity, hope, calm, thankful. But the words which means negative thoughts are fear, sadness, worry, loneliness, loss, anger, anxiety, confusion, unpleasant, regret. Now, my dear students, we have arrived to the last station in our lesson today. It is a time of closure. Mention the three elements to happiness. Experiencing the joy in life, using your strength in a positive way, having a spiritual life. Now be happy, my dear students, and have a nice time. Thank you.